Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Lord of the Rings Minecraft mod adventure. I am LeftClick, and we are going to continue heading southwest into the Taurethrim jungles. So, right now we are at the jungle edge, which is why it's not very dense. There's only a few shrubs. There are these new kinds of, excuse me, Mr. Rhino, these new kinds of fern blocks here. I don't remember if we grabbed a mango sapling. I thought we were going to, because did we? No, we did not. So there are, I believe those are mango trees that we need to get, to add to our menagerie of trees back home. So I am going to hop up here, grab one of them, and then we'll keep heading southwest. Because again, I am an orcharder. I want to collect all the trees, and I am soon gonna run out of inventory space. I'm just gonna get rid of this chest. Let's see. Okay, got a mango. That's nice. Probably eat that soon. What I'm really looking for is a sapling. Come on. There we are, mango sapling. That's what we've been waiting for. I don't think we need... I really want the hibiscus. You know what? I don't think we need the baobab wood. We'll just make it to baobab wood planks. Wait, what? Look at the way the baobab wood planks look. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's keep moving. Southwest, and we'll grab some jungle saplings when we're a little bit further in, and once we've going southwest. Once we've moved a little bit further into the jungle, we probably would have used up some food by then, which would have freed up some inventory space. Excuse me. Which would have freed up some inventory space to use, because I also want to grab some cocoa beans. And, oh, that is something. What is this? It seems to be some kind of pyramid or temple. And there's a this looks like obsidian gold stuff. You know what? I think I know what these are. This is, I think, a Taurethrim puzzle temple, or I don't remember what it is. I think it has like challenges inside of it. Never actually done one of these. Oh. Is under the protection of an ancient power. Interesting. So there might be protections over this or a banner or something. Let's put our rhino out of its range. Nope. That's still in range. Man, how far does this protection go? Maybe past here? Okay, good. Let's get this protection out of the way. Let's put our rhino away so we can actually explore this thing. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm real excited. Boop. Grab this dirt. Boop, boop. Mr. Rhino, you're going in here. Yeah, get in here. And I will have to put you in there momentarily. It's not going to be that long. All right? Stay in there for a second. I'm going to put some torch. Boop. Alrighty, let's get in there. Oh, actually, before we do this, I might make a chest and put some of our more expensive stuff in there, because I believe there's no enemies and stuff in there, but there are things that could kill us, and I don't want to lose all our inventory space and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chest to make sure that we don't lose anything. I'm going to take, like, the rhino and stuff with us, but all the other crap I think we can get rid of. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, we have so much crap. Let's get rid of the raw zebra. We don't need that. Let's get that out of here. Let's make another chest, just in case. Chest in case. Anyway, there's no harm in being prepared. At least in my opinion. I really don't want to lose all my crap. Especially this pimp hat we've had since the beginning of this playthrough. Alright, let's put all this stuff away. And let's bring enough food to last us whatever trial we're going through. We may have to actually do some killing, so let's bring the battle axe. Alright, and let's bring the bronze chest plate. Might as well. Let's go in. Let's see what we can find in this mysterious temple thing. I think we got enough food. Should have enough food. I mean, this thing's kind of big, but still. Alrighty. Let's see. What is inside this magnificent little structure? So we can't place torches. That's why I didn't bother bringing any. Oh, great. It's not lit at all. This is going to be really fun to view. I do like the design, though. The vines and stuff. Ah, this is going to be a maze. So I have what I call the optimum maze clearing strategy, where it might take a while, but what I do is I basically just only make right turns, and eventually I will find my way out. It is time intensive, and it could be a little annoying just doing the same thing over and over, but if you just keep making right turns, you will clear the entire thing, and you will never backtrack, which is very important in mazes. Once you backtrack in a maze without having proper guidance, you will get lost. And I don't want to do that. So I am going to avoid that as much as possible by only making right turns. I might cut some of this out because this might take a good heap and hunk of time. But we'll see how it goes. Oh lord, this is going to take forever, isn't it? I know we're in technically near the top of the pyramid, which is the narrowest part of the pyramid. It's not the widest, so there shouldn't be that much area we have to cover in this maze. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. Maybe. I haven't been in one of these before. I know about them. I think they were put in, they were put in around the same time the Taurethrim were put in. So I don't know how long ago that was. And I remember trying to find one way back when I last played the mod, but I never managed to find one of these because I was playing like totally vanilla, just like I am now, without any cheats or anything. And in creative, I believe you can spawn structures in if you really wanted to, but I just didn't want to bother. I really wanted an authentic experience. Okay, so I believe what we're looking for is some kind of hole in the floor, because when you do these mazes, you go further down into the pyramid based on the fact that we went up from the top. And well, if to go down, there must be like a ladder or something like that. At least that's what I'm assuming. Oh lord, I hope you guys can actually see, because I can see because I have the brightness turned all the way up, but I don't know if you guys are having the same experience as me. Oh lordy. Well, in the meantime, while I'm adventuring here, I might as well give my conjecture about the Taurethrim culture, because this is the first Taurethrim structure we've seen, and as you can see, it's abandoned. So we do know that the Taurethrim are a very ancient culture, that they have roots dating to the people who can make these huge structures and then abandon them. And I know that the Taurethrim are basically like Aztec, Inca, Maya. They're basically what I call Mayinca tech, where people don't really care that much about Mesoamerican history, and so they just lump Mayan, Inca, and Aztec culture all together in an amalgam of like feathers and jaguar stuff and blood sacrifice. Oh, okay. I'm glad I can eat food. Oh, cool. Okay, we found the hole. And we have another one of these mazes. Interesting. But yeah, that's sort of their whole shtick, is being Mayan, Inca inspired. And so they have these really ancient ruins of times gone by, which reflects the ancient Mesoamerican societies like the Olmecs, Toltecs, early people. I think they were like people who preceded the Maya, that the Maya got a lot of their culture from. And if you believe Aztec mythology, the Mexica, I think is what the people were called originally. The Mexica founded the city of Tenoch. Oh man, I can't remember. The big city that everyone lived in that started with a T. That city on a lake because they found a white eagle there, which was their god Quetzalcoatl, I think it is. God, I do not know nearly enough about Mesoamerican mythology as I should. My mythology expertise is Norse mythology, and I guess if you count like Christian Gnosticism mythology, is really not mythology as much as it is like esoteric knowledge. They have some mythology, like some Gnostic sects of Christianity, way when Christianity was first founded, believed that like I think they were called the Manichaeans, where there was a material world and a divine world. The divine world was immaterial and spiritual, and the evil world was material. And so the goal of humanity was to transcend the material and join the spiritual realm, the immaterial realm. But there were forces of the material that were actively wanting us to keep being in the material world. And that's where, like, demons and stuff come in. But the Manichaean, I think they were called the Manichaeans. They were a really interesting sect of early Christianity. I mean, Christianity was wild the first, like, 2 or 3 centuries that was going around when people were still figuring out, like, who Jesus actually was. Because obviously, with Christianity, it comes with the Christ, but the Christ word is a Greek word that deals with Jesus's role rather than who he was as the Logos incarnate, the Word of God given human flesh. Oh man, I'm getting sidetracked just because I ramble a lot. If you couldn't tell, when I'm just doing a mindless task such as clearing a maze, but helps keep the boredom off. Alrighty, I can go on and on about early Christian groups. There were some. I think they were the Aryans, not the Aryans as in like what you're thinking of the Indo-Iranian peoples that settled and displaced the Indus Valley civilization in India. No, 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 not that Aryan. Aryan as in the followers of Arius, and he was a person who believed that Jesus was not like. I think his whole shtick was Jesus was not fully human or fully divine. I think he was like 100% divine in Arius's eyes. It was like a Trinitarian doctrine controversy, or that the Father and the Son of Christianity weren't entirely equal. It's been so long since I got my degree. Cut me some slack. I have 2 degrees, by the way. One of them is in religious studies. The other is in math, interestingly enough. You'd think I'd be a history buff, but no, no, no. I didn't get into history until after college, and when I even got into history, it was mainly from a religious studies context, studying the syncretism of African American. Well, they're called African American religions because they are a blend of African religions from Yoruba land, the Igbo, and syncretism with Catholicism from Europe and from Native American beliefs. When I say Native American belief, I don't mean Native North American, I mean Caribbean peoples like the Taino. And you bring all these perspectives and cultures together, and you get religions like Santeria, Voodoo, Jonkanu, I think is from Jamaica. I don't remember what the Brazilian one is called. But anyway, the whole thing with syncretism that got me into history was because I was very much a novice in knowing like where all these places came from. Because I was thinking, if religious traditions that dealt with certain Loa or Orisa, or Orisha is what you call spirits in Yoruba, or spirits, gods, whatever you want to call them. They're Orisha in Yoruba faith. I was wondering, well, it seems like such an old tradition. When did it really come about? And when did the modern conception of Yoruba Orishas get displaced to the Americas, obviously with the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade? And how long did those beliefs in Orisha stick around in Yoruba? Well, I say Yoruba land. That wasn't actually the name of a particular country. It was essentially an area of western, somewhat northwestern Africa that was populated by people speaking languages in the Yoruba. I think it's a subfamily of languages. And since they had a common language, they developed a common culture and a common mythology. And the peoples of Yoruba land, apparently, people still living in those areas. I think lots of them are in Nigeria now. And that's the thing with modern African borders is that if you think, let's say, European borders are divided generally by ethnic groups. So Germany is formed by lots of ethnic Germans. They speak German, they have German culture. In the ancient days, people who lived in that area worshiped German gods. My mic is screwing up. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. So anyway, I was saying, so in Germany, you have people who speak Germanic languages. In France, you have people who speak the French language. Spain, you have people who speak Spanish. Portugal, you have people who speak Portuguese. And then there are some ethnic conflicts that still rock Europe. Like, for example, lots of people in former Yugoslavia in the 90s and sometime today, they distinguish themselves by like, no, we are not like Yugoslavian. We are Croats and Serbs and Bosnians and things like that. And so, oh, hey, it's a mushroom. And so you have all these ethnic groups of people who live in those countries who decide to delineate their lands and their countries by who belongs in them. That's weird for an American to think of because in the United States, we don't really have that sort of pressure because the United States was formed by people leaving their homelands and coming somewhere else. And I think the United States strives to be a country full of all different kinds of ethnic groups, where if we try to parcel out the United States based on different ethnic groups and where they live, it would be a mess. It would be a worthless endeavor. And I don't think that's what America should be. But I digress. The point is that delineating land borders by ethnic groups is a good way. It forms stabler countries, where Germany doesn't have a lot of civil wars and stuff because most people there are like ethnic Germans. Or at least there are some ethnic Poles and stuff that live there, but that's just cross-cultural contact. That's unavoidable, you know? What happened with Africa is that after the slave trade ended and after Europe was like, all right, we need to kind of fix things over there, we need to draw borders to make stable countries. And the problem was no one cared about what ethnic groups were where, and so they just drew lines on a map. So let's say you have like the southeast square. Oh, geez, I think my game audio is wrong. Yeah, I'm not getting any sound from my game. Oh, hold on a second. I'll continue this conversation in a little bit. Okay, now I'm getting game audio. Alright, good. And we're back. So, whoa. I guess we're just gonna go down here then. So, what happened with Africa is that, yeah, Europeans mainly, drawing lines around places like, hey, I think this nation should go here, this nation should go here. I think this thing in front of me is a trap. Time to hop over it. It was a trap. I was right. Ah, Jesus. That sucks. Oh, I got a poison Taurethrim dart, though. So, what happened was you have people trying to draw maps for countries that they have no idea what ethnic groups live there. So let's say you have, like, a people who live in the northwest side of a parcel of land. And it's like, okay, you're in the northwest, and you're in the northeast. And let's have the middle part of the north be one country, and the eastern part of the north, like the very, very far eastern part of the north, be another one. So in the middle of the north, you have the northwestern, northeastern people living side by side. Maybe they have a bad history, maybe they're enemies, whatever. You have them all trying to come together to form their own national identity with the people that may not even speak the same language as them. It's like if you took France and Germany. Oh no, let's make it even wilder. Let's say you took Turkey, the modern Turkish. Is it a republic? I don't know. You took Turkey. I should have seen that coming a mile away. You take Turkey, and instead of having it be one country and having Greece be another, you have the whole thing be called Greco-Turkmenistan, and you expect them to form a national identity based on that. And then you say, hey, let's hope civil wars don't happen in this region. There's going to be civil wars everywhere because people are like, hey, we're not the same people as them. We want our own country. And then the international community is like, well, you can't do that. Your borders are here. It was just a whole cluster. It was a whole cluster F. And so now modern countries are beginning to be like, all right, let's actually hash this out. Let's form our own national identities outside of European influence. But the problem is it makes trading and currency and things hard. So no one wants to bother doing it. And it's really unfortunate. I'm going to die of poisoning. I'm going to wait to progress in this temple until I heal up fully. So I'm going to wait in the meantime. But I think that kind of dilemma of we put the borders not where the people would put their borders is very very problematic. And that's what made me interested in history generally, is because I was like, well, I have no idea what area these religions I'm talking about originated from, and I would like to know what sort of area I begin to look for to see if there's a geographic influence and if people from the same geographical area share some of the same mythology or share some of the same beliefs, traditions, things like that. Okay, cool. Hup, jump over this. Ow, jump over this. Ow. I'm bad at this game. Don't think there's anything on the other side. So this was pointless. I really hope I don't get shot. Hip! Hip! Ow. That hurted, it did. Nothing over here. Ah! 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 Stop it! Ah! You're hurting me, Jesus! But yeah, Africa, especially a lot of Africa that wasn't Arabized. By Arabized, I mean lots of African countries that speak Arabic or have a very large Arabic influence, and therefore had their ethnic groups displaced or made into a substratum population. Then yeah, it's a little bit of a mess because Europeans, you know, did that thing. But we're not going to talk about that. The point is that that's how I got into history, because it was so confusing. And so now I think I'm somewhat proficient in history. I don't have a degree, obviously, but I would say I know enough about most things that I can carry on a conversation generally about most areas in history. Ah! Ah! Hey! God, I'm being abused by these. Ah! Please! You're hurting me. Let me just eat some berries and regain some of my health. Jesus. Alright, there's light over there, but that's not to the right. I'm doing right turns only. That's the clear. Ah! Those things have range! Good lord. Alright. I might have to wait until later to clear this, because I have to wait to reload food and stuff. I'll check back with you in a little bit once I've actually, you know, explored this crap. Well, that took only 10,000 years. Oh, God. Please don't shoot! I am sick of these frickin' dart shooters. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go mow past these. Munch this. Alright, let's go frickin' see. Oh, great! Well, looks like this is gonna be a fun time. Is there a way I can get around this safely? No, no. Oh, I should have brought a bed. Oh, that's promising. Maybe if I... Nope, 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 nope. God damn it. Well, I made it back. I made a line for a bed. Time to sleep in it. Alright. It's thunderstorming still. I still have my crap. Don't have that much food left because I took it with me. I'm gonna find out what's in that temple, mark my words. But for now, as I've said before, don't listen to Noldor propaganda. The kinslaying was not justified. I'm gonna get in that goddamn temple.